pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Vice President Beeler. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this very special meeting of the Penn-Harris-Madison Board of School Trustees. I'll call this meeting to order by taking a roll call of the members present. Mr. Beeler?
Present.
Mr. Garrett?
Present.
Mrs. Gates?
Present.
Ms. Roach?
Present.
Mr. Woods?
Here.
I am Mr. Riley. I too am present. And the first thing that we have to do today is to adopt the agenda. Board members, do you have any additions or changes to the proposed agenda for this morning's meeting? Hearing none, does the administration?
The administration has no changes.
Then do I have a motion to adopt the agenda for the Thursday, June the 3rd, 2021 special board meeting as presented?
I so move.
Second.
Mr. Beeler, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mr. Garrett, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mrs. Gates, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Roach, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mr. Woods, how do you vote?
Aye.
I too vote aye. Motion carries unanimously. We'll move on to our business action item for today's meeting. Dr. Thacker.
Thank you, President Riley and Board of Trustees. I am so proud of the work that our teachers and all of our employees, the certified, classified administrators, custodians, bus operators, every single one of them. During a pandemic, during the last year, we've been in school, in person, we've been in virtual, we have been in hybrid, we've had all kinds of modifications, and people have really stepped up and done exemplary work. So because of that exemplary work, and we have an opportunity to provide them with additional compensation through a stipend to reward them for and to show our appreciation for the great work they've done. We're going to have our Director of Human Resources, Mr. Seth Molnar, present a request for approval to pay special compensation to our staff members. Mr. Molnar.
Dr. Thacker, President Riley, members of the board. To echo what Dr. Thacker said, as we approach the end of the school year, we are just truly in awe of what our staff were able to accomplish this year. It has been a challenging year on many fronts, but our staff rose to those challenges to keep our staff and our students safe, and ultimately our most important goal, keep them learning. And we worked with our PHM Teachers Association. We worked with various other work group representation to try to put together a package to show our appreciation to these employees for all the time and effort and really going above and beyond to really make this year a successful one in spite of all the challenges that we've faced. So we are recommending that the board and administration utilize district funds to compensate our active certified employees hired on or before January 1st and that are actively employed through June 2nd to receive a one-time stipend. Anyone that was scheduled, what we're looking at is 3 different layers for these classified employees, that anybody scheduled 20 or more hours a week would receive a $600 stipend. And that is equal to the highest stipends we've ever given to our classified employees. So we do want to honor them and show our appreciation for all the work and efforts that they've done this year. Anybody who was scheduled 10 or 19 hours would receive a $400 stipend, and anybody who is scheduled 10 or less hours would receive a $200 stipend. In addition to, we're also recommending that the board utilizes ESSER 2 funding to compensate our certified employees and our leadership team with a one-time stipend of $1,500. This is hopefully will be paid out next week, June 11th, to all of our certified and leadership employees. So any questions at this time?
Thank you, Mr. Molnar. Board members, any questions or comments for Mr. Molnar?
Did that include board members?
That'll be the next special meeting.
That'll be the last special meeting.
Well, thank you, Mr. Molnar, very much. And I will read the proposed resolutions. Proposed resolution 2021-0625, appreciation grants for extra duties caused by the COVID-19 pandemic reads as follows. Whereas the novel coronavirus is impacting our region, state, and nation, and whereas Penn-Harris-Madison and its employees work diligently to provide effective on-site remote instruction for its students, supplemental learning options, and to comply with safety and health protocols prescribed by the Centers for Disease Prevention and Control, the Indiana State Department of Health, and the St. Joseph County Department of Health to mitigate the spread and exposure of COVID-19 during a pandemic. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of School Trustees of Penn-Harris-Madison authorizes the superintendent and his designees to distribute compensation for the resulting increase in classified employee work time and effort necessitated by these extra duties through a one-time appreciation grant for employees as follows. Number one, all classified employees who are employed at Penn-Harris-Madison as of January the 1st, 2021 are scheduled for 20 or more hours per week shall receive an appreciation grant of $600 in recognition of the increase in employee work time and effort necessitated by multiple extra duties prompted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Number two, all classified employees who were employed by Penn-Harris-Madison as of January the 1st, 2021 and are scheduled for 10 to 19 hours per week shall receive an appreciation grant of $400 in recognition of the increase in employee work time and effort necessitated by multiple extra duties prompted by the COVID-19 pandemic. Number three, all classified employees who are employed by Penn-Harris-Madison as of January the 1st, 2021 and are scheduled for less than 10 hours per week shall receive an appreciation grant of $200 in recognition of the increase in employee work time and effort necessitated by multiple extra duties prompted by the COVID-19 pandemic. To receive the grant, employees must be actively employed by Penn-Harris-Madison on June the 2nd, 2021. The second proposed resolution, Resolution 2021-0624, Certified and Leadership Staff Appreciation Stipends for Extra Duties Caused by the COVID-19 Pandemic reads as follows. Whereas the novel coronavirus is impacting a region, state, and nation, and whereas the second distribution of the Elementary and Secondary Emergency Relief, ESSER II, monies may be used for pandemic-related human resources needs, and whereas the employees of the Penn-Harris-Madison School Corporation work diligently to provide effective on-site and remote instruction for its students' supplemental learning options and to comply with safety and health protocols prescribed by the Centers for Disease and Prevention and Control, the Indiana State Department of Health, and the St. Joseph County Department of Health to mitigate the spread of and exposure to COVID-19 during a pandemic. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of School Trustees of Penn-Harris-Madison authorizes the superintendent and his designees to distribute compensation for the resulting increase in certified leadership employee work time and effort necessitated by these extra duties through a one-time appreciation stipend for employees as follows. Number one, all certified employees and leadership team members who were employed by the district during the 2020-2021 school year and completed the required stipend acknowledgement form shall receive a one-time stipend of $1,500 in recognition of the increase in employee work time and effort necessitated by the multiple extra duties prompted by the COVID-19 pandemic. This will include non-certified district COVID-19 leadership team members who also meet these requirements. Number two, parties agree that the payment of the above referenced stipend is contingent upon the district receiving sufficient ESSER II funds to fulfill this obligation. Is there anybody in attendance this morning who would like to address the board on this item? Seeing none, then board members, do I have a motion to approve Resolution 2021-0625 appreciation grants for extra duties caused by the COVID-19 pandemic as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Beeler, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mr. Garrett, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mrs. Gates, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Roach, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mr. Woods, how do you vote?
Aye.
I too vote aye. Motion carries unanimously. The second motion, do I have a motion to approve Resolution 2021-0624, Certified and Leadership Staff Appreciation Stipends for extra duties caused by COVID-19 pandemic as presented?
So moved. Second.
Mr. Beeler, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mr. Garrett, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mrs. Gates, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Roach, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mr. Woods, how do you vote?
Aye.
I too vote aye. That motion also carries unanimously by a vote of 6-0. On behalf of the board, we too want to express our appreciation for all the employees of the Penn-Harris-Madison School Corporation whose efforts have just been extraordinary through this entire pandemic. I'll move on to announcements. There'll be another special meeting of the Penn-Harris-Madison Board of School Trustees. It'll be held on Monday, June the 14th, 2021 at 8 a.m. here at the Educational Services Center. The meeting is related to the 2021 lease financing for building improvements. Do I have a motion to adjourn the June 3rd, 2021 special meeting of the Penn-Harris-Madison Board of School Trustees?
I so move.
Second?
Second.
Mr. Beeler, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mr. Garrett, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mrs. Gates, how do you vote?
Aye.
Ms. Roach, how do you vote?
Aye.
Mr. Woods, how do you vote?
Aye.
I do vote aye. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0, and the meeting is adjourned at 8:10 a.m.
Thanks, everyone.
Oh, yeah, I think Claire